Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to set up a Syncthing in our Linux Debian server. So, Syncthing allows us to back up or synchronize data in two different machines at the same time. So, it is simultaneous synchronized data. So, I logged into my Debian server via root SSH access and I verified the IP address, and I'm going to do the same for my Kali Linux because both of these machines are in my regular VirtualBox. So I'm not going to install a new server machine just to make a demonstration video. If you have other Linux machines, you can do them in those machines as well because the commands are mostly the same. So sudo apt update, I'm going to update my Debian, and I'm going to repeat the same commands in my Linux as well. If you have in my Kali Linux, so if you're using other Linux system, and of course you are for this video, for this setup, you are going to run the same commands. So next up is sudo apt install y Syncthing. A lot of time it is installed by default, and a lot of time it isn't. So I'm just going to fast forward the update, the installation part. Once it is done, we are going to start the Syncthing service for the first time. And since we are starting it for the first time, we are going to first create a config file. So I'm typing in, I'm instructing the system syncthing home is equal to home/user1. If you have your different user or username, you have to use that username. I am logged in as user1. That's why I used user1. So dot config/syncthing. Now I'm going to execute this command. So this is the first startup of Syncthing, and it sets up the config file for you and the default stuff which we need. And you can see that default config saved at in the home directory in of the user1. So you are going to run the same command in Linux as well. The other Linux, in my case it was called the Linux. You just have to replace the username with the username of that system. So once that's done, the next command is nano home or sudo nano home, as I'm not logged in as root, sudo nano home user1 dot config slash. So we are going to enter that config file which we just created, syncthing slash config dot xml. Now you're going to scroll down, or you're going to use the arrow down key to find that address. There it says address 127.0.0.1, and we are going to replace this with 0.0.0.0. So this makes our web page, I guess the service has a web page, more accessible, and we can use local IP address as well or public IP address to access that web page. So I configured it. I'm going to do the same in Kali Linux as well. So sudo nano. You will notice that I will change the username because Kali Linux is created as the user Night Soul. So Night Soul slash, and the rest of the process is the same. And once again, if you're using a different version, if you're using Ubuntu Linux, for example, or Ubuntu, so the walkthrough process is mostly the same. You're going to repeat the exact same commands, the exact same process. So I'm going to find that address line, and I'm going to replace it with 0.0.0.0. So here we made the replacement. Once it is done, both of the web pages are officially available, but we are going to do one more thing. We are going to create a fixed service for our Syncthing. So sudo systemctl enable, it is going to be Syncthing sudo systemctl enable syncthing at the rate you're going to use your username which you are logged in with. So it's nightsol.service. Now of course you know what we have to do. Sudo systemctl start syncthing. So just going to replace enable with start, and then you can try status as well to see how the system is running. It's not necessary, but professionally we always do that to verify if everything is working. So it is active and running, you can see here. We are going to repeat the same in Debian Linux as well, the other system. So let me just open that here. and we are going to repeat basically the same commands. So what this does is this keeps the sync thing running as a system in the background. So even if you close the terminal, you log out of your server, or let's say your server gets rebooted for some reason, it goes there and starts the Syncthing service uh, the moment the server is back. So the service is running. It's all set in both of our machines which we want to synchronize. In my case, as you know, it's Debian Linux, and the other one is Kali Linux. So now let's verify the status. It's working, and I have to see the port. It is available on 8384. So I can use IP address of my machine, which I did, which was 105, if you remember in the beginning of the video, and the port 8384. And here I have the web page to Syncthing, and I'm going to use the Kali Linux IP address. Sorry, it was 79, and then the port 8384, and I have access to the Syncthing management panel of the Nightsoul system as well. And on the other hand, I have Debian. So first of all, you noticed that there is no password, and that's what we are going to do. You're going to select the option Actions on the top right corner. It says Actions. It's going to be Settings, and it's going to be GUI. And here you are going to select a user. So user 1234 and password, just put something. Of course, in professional environments, it's going to be complex, but for now, you can just use something simple. And then you have to do same for the Nightsoul. We just placed password for Debian, and then I did same for the other system. And I'm going to log in using the credentials. I logged in my Debian management panel of Syncthing, and I'm going to log in my Kali Linux management panel. Now I'm logged in, the system is installed, all is set. Now we have to share a folder which we want to synchronize in both of the systems, and we have to add the system together so they recognize each other. So first of all, let's go in Nightsoul panel, or in your case you can use any system, and you're going to add a folder. I'm going to name it backup. The ID is going to be backup, and folder path is going to be the path of the folder on your system. So since it's Linux, Kali Linux, and I have that installed in a graphical version, so let's just go there and create a directory named backup or something like that. And then let's put that path over here. So I put the path first, /backup. So home Nightsoul backup, and I'm going to create that directory. I can create that by the commands as well, mkdir make directory, but since we have the graphical interface, I'm just going to create it visually. So there we go, we created backup, and you can see I'm going to save it. So I determined that this is the folder on my system, that the path of the folder which I want to share. Now we're going to go into add device, go to your other systems management panel. In my case it was Debian. Go into action and show ID. Now you're just going to copy the ID of the Debian system, and you're going to paste it here inside your Kali Linux management panel of the Syncthing. Device name can be anything. So once it's done, I have added Debian as a connection to Nightsoul. The pop-up is going to appear here. You have to just accept it, save it, and now we have officially connected both of the systems. Now we have to enable the share. So you're just going to select the folder which you created. You're going to select edit, sharing, and here the Debian lab will appear. You will just select it, enabled it, and you're going to go back to your Debian, and the pop-up message is going to appear that the system Nightsoul wants to share or synchronize a path with you. Here you have to type the directory of your Debian server. So Nightsoul sent request that this is my path which I want to synchronize, and then Debian is going to put here that where I want to synchronize this path or the contents of the path. So I'm going to do the same. I made a backup directory inside the home directory of the user one. You can see here the path backup directory, and I'm going to paste it here in the folder path. So it can be different, but let's keep it let's keep everything synchronized. So once it's done, officially both of the systems are synchronized. So for example, I'm in my Kali Linux and I went into the backup directory, and let's see, I create a folder named test1, and I create a text file, just a text file name it anything, maybe test.txt, and put something in it, random thing. By the way, you notice that I'm in the same network because both of my machines are in my VirtualBox manager. So in real life scenario, the process is the same. It doesn't matter if one machine is in one side of the world and the other one is in the different side of the world. The process is the same. So I created the test file, the text test file, and here you go see I went back to my Debian, and I can see that the test folder and the test text file appear inside the Debian. I created these files inside Kali Linux, but they appeared in Debian. So similarly, if I create something in the Debian system inside the shared backup directory, so you can see I created a directory named cme, or a folder named cme. And now if I go to Kali Linux inside home directory, inside backup directory, I can see that cme folder is going to appear. So that's it. It was very simple and it is very useful. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel.